This is a head man in my village my home where I come from. I'm one of the head guys for our tribe. And thinking of the place that it was going, right down here where there's a lot of big wigs, that and also being close to our river here, where our old villages were, that there was tons of markers down here on the water of our villages, of the head people that lived here and the head men that lived in those villages. And so to be able to put a carving like this back here close to the water like this, and being in close to one of our old villages from here, and thinking of also the people that are gonna be working here, I thought it fitting to carve a head man again, because we're putting a marker back here close to our villages, but also recognizing the people that are going to be working here and coming in here. So so this is a head man, and you can see he's got his feather cap on, his head dress like mine here, and then he's got his feathers hanging down here. These are his rib cage, his mouth. A lot of our carvings you see on the Columbia River, this is a Chinookan style carving, so this is something you would have seen from here. You'll see a lot of them are carved with one tooth. We don't carve like eyeballs and stuff like that. We carve the sockets, and we carve their rib cages. Here, this is their sternum, and then his headdress here. This design here is it's a triangle pattern, but you see in a lot of our basket weaving. Some people see the triangles, and then some people see the thunderbolt pattern that goes up through here, which is real powerful for us people here in the Northwest. And so usually we'll outline a lot of our work with triangles all over something. I know some of my buddies were trying to get me to do even more triangles, even on the patterns and these little bits here. And it's something you would have seen here, but at the same time, I wanted something really big and bold. And it's something somebody's just passing by, they're just going to see the big parts and not stand here and look at all the detail. But I was also talking about some of our guys tend to do a lot of sanding in here, and I like to see people's knife work. I like to see the work that they did to it. And so I only touched a couple spots, but if you look closely, you can see all the little tiny knife marks, all the little chisel marks in there. And I mean, each one of these triangles was probably touched 100 times. Wow. This is all Western red cedar. It's all vertical grain. It's all completely clear. This is 8 pieces glued together. It's 3.5 inches thick. It's 3 foot wide and 6 foot tall. So people are asking, oh, these 2 different woods, and they're not. They're just different age woods. And so I was telling them also that I counted about 1.5 inches, and I got about 130 rings. And so I just stopped counting. I was like, well, I can estimate the rest. So figured anywhere from 1,000 to probably 1,300 years old across here. Wow. So really nice old growth.